What's going on? Play by Play Gaming here, back with another Epic 7 video, and today we're going over the update for May 12th. Here we go, starting off with Ancient Inheritance Season 2. I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed Season 1. There were a couple of hurdles that we had to overcome as a guild to get this done. Mainly, not a lot of people playing, right? That's kind of the thing about Ancient Inheritance. If you don't have enough people in your guild or enough people playing, you're going to hit a ceiling, right? With what you can do and maybe like 3 or 4 other people can do in your guild. But I know now they added some interesting quality of life features. So they reduced the amount of people that you need to enter, I believe, from 20 to 16. And now they kind of changed up. Yeah, so here we go. So from 20 to 16, they also switched up those symbols. Now you can leave notes for your guildies. I guess if you don't really communicate outside of the game, you know, that can be pretty helpful, I guess. But now you're actually going to be able to, I believe, like check the stats of units in game to see what kind of gear they have equipped. They have also added some additional chests and improved the amount of chests that you can pick up. And we're also going to be able to have more energy. That was the thing. That was my thing. I want to be able to play this more. It's a lot of fun. I want to be able to play it more, but you can't because you got to rush the boss. You got to rush the boss with your energy, and you can't fight any mini bosses. You can't really go for those chests too much because you use your energy, right? So hopefully now the amount of energy that they give us is enough for us to be able to just explore a little bit more, because that's going to be really nice. Now it's counter set. So let's take a look at this counter set here. Is it the exact same substats? I don't know. Okay, so it's an immunity crit damage neck, immunity health. Hey, free immunity set. That's pretty big for new players, actually. It's on a health ring, crit damage. With a crit damage neck, health, attack, crit chance, speed. I mean, honestly, like all of these subs are good for a counter set. Like having a full counter set build, I think that's awesome for new players. You know, I'm sure some of this gear will roll really, really well. Again, we got those boots with speed, counter speed, attack, defense, FRS, health. If you can dodge everything except attack on this one, those are going to be really good. And then the chest, the helm, and the sword. All these are pretty high rolls. They're max rolls. So 100% must get equipment. I'll be rolling it. You know, I think out of all of the free equipment that you get, you know, this Ancient Inheritance equipment is a must because it's free. It's free and it's an easy plus 15, especially with the new hunt rewards that we're getting. All right, moving on, episode 4.6 WestCon update. So for this one, it looks like we're getting a awakening finally, and we're getting some new waifu. So that's yeah, that's interesting. We're going to be able to get holyflame Adin with her awakening. So she is fire, even though in the thing, you know, they usually show one color, but then it's another. So it is flame Adin. She is going to have fire. Her S3 is honestly the exact same, except her color scheme is just different. So it is different, but now if you do the awakening, she gets a bonus when using a full fire team. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. Moving on, we do have 3 new exclusive equipment. And, you know, honestly, I'm actually somewhat excited for these. Diene is getting an exclusive equipment. She was in that April Fool's story where everyone and myself wanted that skin. All right, but you know, maybe they'll release that in the future. She's getting an EE. She is a limited unit, so hey, you never know. She might get her own skin, which I'm really looking forward to. Zahhak and then ML Khawazu. My boy ML Khawazu, when I picked him up, he did work for me, but then he just fell off hard, and we'll talk about that here in a bit. So 5-star DN, she is getting a 10 speed EE, a speed EE. This is going to be huge for her. This is one of the main reasons why she's not played as much, because she's not fast enough. She's not fast enough. And then now she did get some buffs recently. So this puts her in a better spot to be played in RTA, actually. So up to 10 speed, she gets 3 changes. If you decide to pick up the EE on the S1, Light of Judgment increases combat range of the ally with the highest attack by 5%. So it gives herself a CR push, and then the ally with the highest attack a 5% CR push. So hand guy, right? Except hand guy does what, 10 or 15 CR push, which is crazy. The S2 here are the last 2. Blessing of the Goddess. Blessing of the Goddess barrier strength increases by 10%. That one is meh. The third one though, this third one is actually, this one sounds actually really nice. Increases combat range of all allies by 15% when using the S2. So she cleanses 2 debuffs now on the S2. So imagine you get restricted and unbuffable, right? Because that's, who does that sound like, right? Para. And then you're able to go with the S2, you cleanse both debuffs, and then you CR push, right? And then you're good to go, right? You can cut in, do whatever you need to do. I think this one is probably going to be her strongest, if not the S1. I think the S1 makes that weird counter build that we saw a long time ago on Diene a lot more viable. Again, anytime I see a counter, I see a CR push on an S1, I'm going to suggest counter, okay? When the caster has a buff, the effect is double. So she has up to a 10% CR push on the S1 when there are buffs. And she gives a lot of buffs, so there is that. Moving on to Zahhak, he is getting an attack EE. He's getting something on his S2. So up to 14% attack on the EE. Elaborate Plan, that's his S2 that does nothing, right? Now it increases attack of the target and the caster for 2 turns when using Elaborate Plan. So, I mean, I think it's a cleanse. It's like a baby cleanse now, and it's an attack buff. I don't know. I don't think that, I don't know. We'll see. Execute, that's his S3. So the last 2 on his S3. Inflicts resource reduction on the target by 60% before the skill's effect when using Execute. I still don't think that's going to be great. The third one decreases skill cooldown of Execute by 1 turn. You know, I don't like these, honestly. To me, they don't sound great. He needs something else. He needs more damage, but I guess that's what the attack is for. And then he needs to be able to speed up as well. But I guess you kind of need to build him somewhat fast, right? When I did try building him and using him, and you can go back and watch that video, I did have to build him somewhat speedy. So he does suffer from being very, very squishy. So kind of keep that in mind. But I don't know, we'll see. Infernal Khawazu is a 4-star ML, another ML unit. 4-star ML unit that is getting an EE. Flame Armband, he's getting an increase in attack, which is, I think, perfect for him because all you need on him is attack, right? You need attack, speed, HP, and defense, and that's it. And this is one of the things that's kind of difficult to get on him, and that's that super high attack so that you make sure you one-shot because he does inflict burns and then immediately explodes whatever unit has those burns. So his Malicus's power, that's his S2 passive. The first one, Blazing Fury, increases combat range of the caster by an additional 5%. This one I think is fine. He gets just a little bit more of a CR push so he can cut, because again, you do have to build him pretty fast in order for him to get enough CR push to cut. The second one, grant immunity to the caster for 2 turns when using Blazing Fury. I really like this one. I suggested something like this on Taiyu, right? After he cleanses with the S2, he gives himself immunity because sometimes you're not fast enough. And if you're not fast enough, after you cleanse and you get vigor, you just get debuffed anyway and controlled. So you can't even do your S3. So I think the second one, this one here with he gets immunity for 2 turns is actually pretty huge. The third one, he silences now when he uses his S3. That's pretty much it. He ignores F-res when he is granted vigor. So, I mean, I guess if you feel that you're not gonna kill, you can always hit him with the silence and second turn it maybe, but we'll see. All these are going to be able to be rolled in that shop, so you'll be able to try to pick those up, whichever one you want. I'm for sure going to pick up the Diene one and the ML Khawazu. I don't know about the Zahhak one. I don't think it's worth, but I mean, you do get a stat bonus, the 14% attack, so that's nice. Lilias drop rate up and Bastion of Perlucia. So if you want Lilias imprints, Conquer Lilias imprints. There you go, Bastion of Perlucia. I've been seeing a lot of this. Moving on, we do have Huche's pop-up shop. So the scam shop is back. I did make a video on what to buy from Huche's pop-up shop if you want to go check that out. But there is no discount this time, so I can't recommend picking up too much from this. Maybe the Mystics. Of course, you always got to pick up this new Huche's Lucky Chest. Because you never know what you might get from that. You could potentially get a Galaxy bookmark or a 5-star summon ticket, but I've only ever gotten Leafs and Charms from that. So it feels bad for me, but hey, you never know. If you have the Sky Stones, you know, I would recommend the Lucky Chest and potentially Mystic Metals, especially now with those Mystic rotations. You know, choose your own unit that you want to pick up from that. And then ML Vivian coming soon. So, you know, my Sky Stones are going to take somewhat of a slight dip because I got to pick up these Mystic Metals. But you know, good luck to any of you picking up that Huche's Lucky Chest. Moving on, we do have more information on the Epic 7 Collab Rerun. We're getting more information on May 26th. So still with the coming soon, but you know, I'm pretty sure this is going to be ReZero. These clouds remind me of the ReZero background. And you know, so if you're struggling right now with resources, I would highly encourage you to save and not spend Sky Stones or bookmarks on any unit that you don't need. We're going to be getting more information on May 25th. But then it looks like the collab is going to start on May 26th. So right after they let us know who it is, which more than likely will be ReZero, it's going to drop from 5/26 all the way until 6/16. So from May 26th all the way until June 16th. So keep that in mind. It is coming up here fairly soon. You got, you know, a couple of weeks left, about three weeks left, 3 to 4 weeks left. Before the collab starts, so make sure that you're saving up your Sky Stones and bookmarks. They did show us the video password, so it is holyflame. Make sure that you pick that up for your free Leafs and 300k gold. That's going to be it for me. Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited for the collab rerun? Hopefully they release a new character since I was able to pick up all the other units. But again, I kind of don't want for them to release a new unit because it is a resource drain for newer players that don't have all of the other units. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of the new EEs? Like always, if you haven't enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hey, think about subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people like you who like content like this. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.